I'm Maverick Chair with SCI 740.
My name is King Davis.
And we're here at the Mavs game right now, at the home game where I was there playing the Jazz. They had former players, Jabarri Williams and Wesley Matthews, both played for the Jazz. And then the first half, it was kind of a lopsided affair. The Mavs were doing their thing. And in the end, towards the end, the Jazz started to come back.
Yeah, the score is currently 58-51. I'm giving it to Chandler Parsons. He's scoring 14 points. I like the way they're sharing the ball, 12 assists. So good start for the Mavs, but they just need to execute.
And I think Darren Williams and Wesley Matthews will both come out in the second half and have a better game. Because the last time these two teams played, Darren Williams had 23 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists, and 3 steals. Alright, so I'm Maverick Chair with SDI 740.
And I'm King Davis.
And right here we have one of the people here watching the game. Ben, can you tell us about your thoughts on the game so far?
You know what, man? The Mavericks are playing pretty good so far. They're getting some three-pointers in. I wish they would shoot a little bit better free throws. Play a little bit better defense, but overall they're playing a really good game.
So what do you think the Jazz can do to stay where they come back?
Honestly, man, my opinion, a little biased, but go ahead and bench Gordon Hayward.
How do you think they're doing without Trey Burke?
They're okay, but Trey's getting his shots in. Like I said, if you're gonna ask me what I want to do, is bench Hayward.
Alright, well this is Maverick Chair with STI 740. And right here we have Polly.
Hi, I'm Polly.
I just want to say this right now. She's looking very nice. What do you think about the game so far?
I'm loving it. I'm watching it. There were a couple misses, but Chandler Parsons, CP, keep it going. Go Dirk, go Dirk, go JJ, Zaza, you can do it. I love the Mavs. Yes, definitely enjoying this. And FFL for life. Mavs for life.
This is Maverick Chair with STI 740. And we have beautiful quality right here. So we're signing off.
Defense! Gordon Hayward.
Alright, so I'm Maverick Chair with STI 740. And I'm King Davis. Well, the Jazz have done one team. Now they have one overtime. And we're here at the Mavs versus the Jazz game. The Jazz, they came back, no T, and they won off of Gordon Hayward buzzer beater in the closing seconds. I mean, what really can you say? The Mavs, they were doing good at the beginning, but down the stretch, it seemed like their offense and defense faded. So,
yeah, I think Utah was really good on executing the fast breaks and scoring off of that, so I have to give that to them, man. The Mavs, they need to work on their defense because that's what gave us the game, so.
in the closing moments, Gordon Hayward, he did get a lot of easy buckets, driving towards the hoop and everything.
Oh yeah, but tune into our next game against the Orlando Magic right after AllStar game, and we got our half of the season done, so we gotta finish strong and get ready for the playoffs.
All right, well, I'm Maverick Chair.
And I'm King Davis.
And we're with BPE and TV. All right, so I'm Maverick Chair with STI 740.
And I'm King Davis.
And right here we have one of the Mavs players, Charlie V. And after the game today against the Jazz, you guys had the lead, but the Jazz came back. What do you guys think that you guys could have done?
I think we could have played better defense down the stretch. Made the runs, but it seemed like we didn't have an answer for it. They hit some tough shots. It's a hot team out there. It's a real quiet team. So I took my hat to them.
So this was the Jazz first time winning in Dallas since 2010.
I didn't even know that stat. It's a young, good team. up-and-coming team that's playing very well. Would have been nice if we got a victory, especially going into the break. They hit that tough shot down the stretch.
So what will you guys do the next time you play?
I think we got them another time. We got them down in Utah. I think we got to respect them. It's a team that Gordon Hayward and Hood are playing very well. So we got to have answers for those two guys and take care of the defense.
So on defense, I saw you guys when they did the pick and roll. The person who was originally guarding the ball was switch. So why did you guys get away from it?
Down the stretch, we made some minor mistakes here and there, things that happen. But like I said, I got to tip my hat to them. That was a big shot.
So what momentum do y'all take from this game as last game for the AllStar season coming back to go against Orlando?
We got to get away from basketball for a couple of days, rest up, get our bodies healed, and bounce back. We have a pretty decent schedule. We got to focus on that. And there's another young team playing well, so we got to be ready for that.
So you guys are 29 and 26 going into the AllStar. What would you guys like to capitalize on coming back?
We just have to come back and play the second half of the season pretty strong. Our record is our record, can't be around about it now. But we have to finish strong. We have 20-some games left, so we have to make each and every game count.
Well, I'm Mike the Chair with STI 740.
And I'm King Davis.
And we are signing out with Charlie B and BP STI 740. Alright, yeah. Thank you, Isaiah. I am your host, Isaac Cherry, with the STI 740 Sports Crew.
And I'm Jabarri, your co-host, aka JB. But yeah, let's not keep the people waiting. Let's get into today's shows.
Alright, so wait, hold on. First, I just want to tell y'all, hit us up on Twitter, or Instagram. Y'all can hit me on Instagram. But the Twitter handle for our show is STI740 Sports. Now let's get to it.
Alright, so what's the first subject today?
First subject we got here is the Pro Bowl.
Okay.
In recent years, not many fans have been interested in the Pro Bowl because they don't work. They don't do nothing.
Yeah.
It's really just a game of who got the most out. Because this year, it was a record 133 replacement players. Because so many original fan-voted players did not want to play him.
I mean, the Pro Bowl is basically, like you said, it doesn't really matter to the players as much. I mean, it's good to know that you were selected in the Pro Bowl, but I mean, the game itself doesn't matter when they're playing. I mean, what are they playing for? Nothing. I mean, their team not getting the Super Bowl ring, so, because if you're in the Pro Bowl, that means you didn't make it to the Super Bowl. You had a chance, so, I mean, it's not really important to the players anymore, so, I mean, I feel like it's just a game that the fans are supposed to enjoy, but the players not giving that to the fans anymore.
Team Irvin won 49-27. And if you honestly ask me, I didn't watch the Pro Bowl this year. I've watched it for the last 3 years, to be honest. It's boring.
I mean, I watched it this year, and I mean, I didn't finish watching it. Because I started watching it, and I seen on Team Irvin, Russell Wilson started off as quarterback. I mean, they scored in like the first 3-4 plays. I mean, he just kept bumming it down the field each play. So, I mean, I kind of saw that Team Irvin was going to win. I mean, they had a clear advantage over Team Rice.
So, what do you think about the players who are in the Pro Bowl? They're not getting their own.
I mean, I can't blame them though. I mean, it's really just another sideshow to the season. I mean, they worked hard for it to get the title. They made it to the Pro Bowl, and it's under their career achievements. But I mean, really, they're not winning anything.
But what about the All-Star game? In the NBA, the Pro Bowl is sort of the football's All-Star game.
Yeah, it is.
Except the NBA players, they actually work on the game. It's actually fun to watch.
I mean, that's because the Pro Bowl players, they're not the ones that starting to. They're not getting as much playing time as the ones in the NBA game also. because you know the Pro Bowl they try to get most of the players in. So I mean, it's not really as entertaining. It's not really entertaining watching football players compete when they're not really competing. If you know what I mean, they're just out there playing. But out there on the court in the NBA, you have both the West and the Eastern Conference competing for bragging rights. So
I dig that. So let's go to the Super Bowl. You know, Panthers versus the Broncos. Do you think Cam can overcome Denver's defense?
I mean, I do. I really do. Because as I've been saying, I mean, Cam Newton, he is an elite quarterback, and I mean, he has great vision throughout the field. So the Broncos, I feel like they're going to come because they understand that the Panthers aren't going to just like let the Broncos win. So I feel like Cam knows what's at stake. He never won a Super Bowl either, so I think he really wants it.
That's what I'm thinking. I think Cam Newton not going to do well to start off. Start off like first quarter, you know, it's his first Super Bowl. He ain't going to do well. He's going to have a couple jiggers, a couple mess ups, a couple of dropped interceptions.
I mean,
But, once I think he gets in the rhythm of the game, I think he'll really come out. Because if you think about it, as we seen the Broncos all the time, they blitz Tom Brady. They can't do that with Cam. Because Cam Newton is an elite quarterback against the blitz.
I mean, Cam Newton has been pressured his whole life. I don't feel like this game is gonna make him kind of scared of it. So I feel like he'll go out there and do good, just because I mean he's been in a tough position all his life.
We're going to take a short break and let you listen to the sounds of STI 740. And when we come back, we will talk NBA. Hey, how y'all doing? I'm Isaac Chair with STI 740.
And I'm King Davis.
And we're here with the Mavs game. We have Ray.
Walk?
Go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself, Ray Walk.
Good question. Tyler, Texas. And a member of Cash Apple Side. I'm from Dallas, Texas.
So you from?
Tyler, Texas.
Tyler, Texas? So I'm assuming you're a Mavs fan.
Not at all. But I come to the
You're not a Mavs fan, but you come to the Mavs game.
Yeah. You see all my friends over here? If y'all get all my friends, I'm with all these Mavs fans over here. These guys right here. And these are Mavs fans, so I can't really enjoy the game with my good friends.
So if you're not a Mavs fan, what type of fan are you? You're not a Mavs fan, what type of fan are you?
Well, you know, I'm a fan of the game. You know, it's a basketball game, NBA. You know,
But you have to have your favorite team.
Nah. See, my favorite team used to be Indiana. Reggie Miller. Retired, man. Mine too, man. Reggie Miller's my all-time favorite player.
No, I'm not to go away. But anyway, so go and tell us a little bit about what you think about the Mavs.
It's alright. You know, kind of slow pick up games. We were looking for Trey Burke for the Jazz. He's coming from Michigan.
Yeah.
Trey Burke's my point guard. Pretty good guy. You know, Kevin watching him play, but he didn't play tonight.
About your height?
Tall, yeah, a little bit. Pretty good.
Alright, well, this is Isaac Chair with STI 740. I'm King Davis, and we are doing Alright, y'all, welcome back. If you are just tuning in, this is STI 740, Sports Talk with Isaac and Krew. And we are about to get into the NBA. But right now, we have Miss AAliyah Muhammad. Go ahead and introduce yourself to people out there. AAliyah.
My name is AAliyah Muhammad, and I'm here with STI Sports Talk 740 for Isaac and Krew. And we're going to talk about basketball right now. So first, we're going to jump into the altercation with Blake Griffin and the Clippers fight. So what is your input on that, sir?
My input on that is that, you know, you may want to watch himself, because, you know, you don't want to get shot when the doors are really closed, you know what I'm saying? So, if he has to be really careful about his actions. Because that right there could have been a career-ending move if he was a borderline player. You know what I'm saying? One of the players trying to get out the bench. Or, you know, just come out unsuspected.
Okay, so for those out there who did not witness the altercation, could you please explain what happened and then give your input?
Basically, it was just Blake Griffin and one of the team management. They got into it, so I mean, it didn't end well. And I don't really see how one of the star players on the team can get into it with someone in charge. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, you have a star player. And first of all, Blake Griffin, what, 6'10", 260 pounds?
That's a
Like,
big boy.
why get in a fight with him? Like, what are you, 5'8"? So, I mean, it wasn't smart on either the business side or, I mean, mentally either. So, I didn't understand that.
And then this is his next season will be his last year with the certified contract. So that also could have messed up a lot of things in the future. You know, he broke his hand, and actually that night he was gonna come back, but you know, push came to shove, somebody got shot. And you know what I'm saying? Now he's out for almost 2 weeks. So that really could have messed up a lot. But, you know, he may come back out of shape. Oh, wait. Warning.
I don't
Another shot.
think anyone's gonna gain that much weight. But let's move on to the All-Stars. Could you please tell us our starting lineup for the All-Stars?
Which conference?
For both conferences, please. If you can do the Eastern, you can do the Western, and I'll do whatever's in the middle.
All right, so the Eastern Conference starting lineup is Kyle Lowry at the 1, Dwayne Wade at the 2, LeBron, of course, at the 3. We have Paul George at the 4, and then we have Carmelo Anthony at the 5. And I mean, we understand that the lineup isn't always going to be centers at the 5. So.
All right, so now off of Blake Griffin, we're going to wish him the best of luck. And we're going to move it on to the 65th annual All-Star NBA basketball game. The NBA All-Star basketball game is technically whenever the fans choose their favorites to play in an All-Star game. For those of y'all who didn't know. So, could you please tell us who's all on the Eastern Conference, sir?
All right, so at the point guard we have Kyle Lowry.
Lowry?
I said that.
Okay.
At the 2 we have Dwayne Wade. At the 3 we have LeBron James, of course. At the 4 we have Paul George, and at the 5 we have Carmelo Anthony.
And you know, the starters for the Western Conference, you know, Steph Curry, Russell Westbrook, of course, Kobe Bryant. I don't think he should be starting. Well, we'll talk about that later. Kevin Durant, and the first-time All-Star Kawhi Leonard.
I honestly believe, we're going to talk about Kobe Bryant later, but Kawhi Leonard has done an amazing job. What? Come on, LeBron.
Wait, no, you're right. I mean, I was going to say Charles Barkley actually said Kawhi might be the best player in the league now. Saying LeBron was, and Kawhi is now. So
Curry is the best offensive player.
Why are you doing that to me? Okay, so why do you feel like Kobe Bryant should not play in the All-Star? Should not start technically in the All-Star game? That's what you said.
Have you seen him do his stats? I mean, last night he did pretty good against the
really
Timberwolves. He had like Timberwolves. He had 7 trays. No, 7 or 8, I think.
I think it was 7.
Yeah, 7. No, I'm saying 7 of 8, not 7
Okay.
or 8.
Do you know how many votes he got to get in
See,
the
look,
All-Star game?
I'm not talking about that. This is my personal opinion.
Okay.
Right now, votes are out the window.
I'm just saying he got
They're
over
right there burning up.
800,000.
They're right there burning up.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just saying that whenever like 1 million people out of the population vote for you, actually 1,800,000 people vote for you out of the population, I feel like you should be able to start where
Okay.
Jabari,
Here-
Jabari, look, she thinks we care.
Hold on, watch this.
I'm sorry, I didn't believe that y'all were in a relationship right now.
Oh, watch this. I never said I agree with either one of y'all yet. So
Okay.
First of all, talent-wise, Kobe shouldn't start. But fan base-wise and legacy, Kobe should start. Because Kobe is who everyone wants to see in the All-Star game.
Exactly.
Because this is his last season. And I mean, Kobe has done a great job in the league over the past year. So everyone wants to see him in his last All-Star game. So, I mean, fan base-wise, he should start, of course. That's why he is starting. But talent-wise, of course, he shouldn't because he isn't the same Kobe Bryant that he was in 08. So.
Yes, this is where I must add my input. Sorry to interrupt you. But if you think about it, it seems like one dude every year is a snub. And he gets his spot taken by many people who could not be in the All-Star game right now. You know, Kobe Bryant. But, you know, the dude, Damian Lillard. Every year, this dude gets snubbed. He mostly gets in because of injuries or something like that.
That's so disrespectful.
How's that disrespectful?
Because you're technically saying that he doesn't earn his right to be in the
I'm not
All-Star
saying that.
game.
No, no. It's totally different. I didn't say. I didn't say what I was gonna say.
Okay, say what you're gonna say.
I didn't
Get
say
mad about it. Say, speak up and say what.
overrated player. That's not. No, I didn't say that. I said snub. A snub is a player who possibly could have got in, but it was a surprise pick because he did not get in. And you know somebody else could have been filling in, but you know that didn't happen because you know Kobe Bryant. He got. I mean, they probably could have made a 13th roster spot for him. You know, something like a legacy thing, but you know, you're not in the All-Star game. Like, yo, when you get to All-Star game, like, yo, you're only a All-Star like what, 2 times?
I don't know.
You got your spot taken by Kobe.
I don't know which one of the girlfriends Kobe Bryant stole from Isaac, but apparently he has a lot of anger built up towards him. So we're just gonna
statutory rape.
move on. So who do you feel like shouldn't be starting? Should or shouldn't be starting based off of the roster?
Actually, I mean, I feel like Chris Paul should be starting.
Same.
And like that, I actually think Chris Paul. Let me talk, and then you'll find your answer. Over Russell Westbrook.
Oh my
And
God!
I'm sorry, because I mean, first of all, for the West, I feel Russell is a great offensive player, and he could be the best considered. But Steph Curry also is one. I mean, I think is the best offensive player. Chris Paul is the point guard, the one who will facilitate. He's not trying to score all the points in the All-Star game. He's trying to do the passes so all the fans can go crazy over. So why not sit one of your best offensive players down on the bench and start one of the players who's going to get the team hyped by throwing everybody the ball?
Oh my God!
To
Makes a lot of
piggyback
sense.
off of that, Russell
Oh,
Westbrook.
piggybacking, you would piggyback. But
Anyway.
you know what I'm saying is, look, think
Oh
about
my
this.
gosh, why don't you
Westbrook
just-
has had a better year than Chris Paul altogether.
It doesn't matter.
Did you-
Westbrook hasn't passed the ball. Westbrook's
He had double-digit
attitude
assists.
is entirely
Non-triple
to Kevin Durant. That's all he passes the ball to.
No, he actually throws lobs to.
Okay, anyways, like I was
Trey's
saying,
the
and
Anthony
his
Ball.
I'm sorry, I know you don't know how to keep your mouth
No,
closed because you
but-
do it right now. And his attitude is entirely bad. I am a big fan of Russell Westbrook, but I feel like if you're gonna look personality-wise and attitude-wise, Chris Paul is entirely more humble, and Russell Westbrook is really, really, really. I don't want to say he's cocky, but his attitude is just.
Kobe Bryant isn't humble.
Kobe Bryant has 1,800,000 votes. You ain't gotta be humble.
But you just use humble as a reason.
Okay,
why Chris
whenever
Paul
you
should
look
start.
at Kobe Bryant, since you want to stay on Kobe Bryant's back all night, and then you look at Russell Westbrook, who has technically earned the right to be there, because Kobe Bryant has technically been in the league longer than Russell Westbrook.
True,
Kobe Bryant has
or
technically.
actually, you're saying it like it's formality, or like.
No, I'm saying it like you're stupid.
Like, but you didn't say I was stupid. You said like. And then listen to this, young lady. Look,
I'm definitely older than
look,
you,
look.
taller than you.
Westbrook has came up and he has earned his spot as an all-star starter.
Yeah.
Wanna know why? Because you just.
I mean, I told you, talent-wise, I mean, the All-Star game is. Let me stop this argument because it started by me making that statement about Chris Paul should be starting.
And then he
Okay,
took it back to Kobe Bryant for whatever reason.
I mean, and I told you the reason why I said Chris Paul should be starting, not because of talent-wise. I told you because Chris Paul is a better passer. Agree?
Yes, sir.
And Chris Paul, I feel, will get his team more involved, meaning that the West has a lot of stars. Almost all of them can score. KD, I mean, Russell Westbrook, like you said, Stephen Curry, they all can score. So why not have a point guard who doesn't even care about scoring as much, who can pass the ball to almost anybody he wants to? Why
That's the
not?
point of the All-Star game, to put up points.
Exactly, and that point guard, Chris Paul, can give it to all the players on the team to do it with flashy passes. Because his passes are way better than
Okay, if that's the
Westbrook.
case, why you not mad about Kyle Lowry starting over John Wall?
Why would I? Because both, look at it. There's 2 point guards. Why not? Either way, one of them are gonna have to come off the bench, right?
Look,
It's not like a big difference. Am I correct? Between Kyle Lowry and John Wall, it's not a big difference like it is between Chris Paul and Russell Westbrook within passing.
Okay, look. I'm gonna say this right now. All-Star game is supposed to be exciting. Chris Paul, yes, he does the dribbles and everything, and yeah, nice passes and everything. But when it comes down to it, what you really want to see, threes and lobs all day. Do you see Chris Paul as a lob finisher? No. And it's not and then Chris Paul is gonna be guarded by someone taller than him. So he's really not gonna be finishing lobs yes, when Chris Paul dunks, it get real loud because he don't never dunk. Like when you dunked against the Rockets, he got up there, but barely. Then y'all saw how hyped the crowd got? They're not gonna be doing that in the All-Star game. Wanna know why? No, Carmelo's not gonna be down in the paint, so I can't say that. But anyway, if you think about it, Russell Westbrook is the more exciting player, which is what you would want to see. And then, like you said, he got more votes than Chris Paul.
Okay, well, both of their panties are in a bunch right now. Okay, so we're gonna get off of the NBA All-Star games and we're gonna go to a quick commercial break. Whenever we come back, we're gonna talk about the 2016 Summer Olympics.
Hey, how y'all doing? I'm Isaac Chair with STI 740.
And I'm King Davis.
And we're here with the Mavs and we have Ray.
Ray Walk.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, Ray?
Good question. Tyler, Texas, and a member of Cast After Side. That's from Dallas, Texas.
So you from?
Tyler, Texas.
Tyler, Texas? So I'm assuming you're a Mavs fan.
Not at all. But I come to the
You're not a Mavs fan, but you come to the Mavs game.
Yeah. You see all my friends over here? If y'all get all my friends, I'm with all these Mavs fans over here. These guys right here. And these are Mavs fans, so I can't really enjoy the game with my good friends.
So if you're not a Mavs fan, what type of fan are you? You're not a Mavs fan, what type of fan are you?
Well, you know, I'm a fan of the game. You know, it's a basketball game, NBA. You know,
But you have to have your favorite team.
Nah. See, my favorite team used to be Indiana, but Reggie Miller retired. Yours, mine too, man. Reggie Miller's my all-time favorite player.
No, I'm not to go away. But anyway, so go and tell us a little bit about what you think about the Mavs.
It's alright. You know, kind of slow pick on games. We were looking for Trey Burke for the Jazz. He's coming from Michigan.
Yeah.
Trey Burke's my point guard. Pretty good guy. You know, Kevin watch him play, but he didn't really like it.
About your height?
Tall, yeah, a little bit. Pretty good.
Alright, well this is Isaac Chair with STI 740. I'm King Davis and we are doing the radio.
Welcome back to STI 740. I'm Jabarri.
I'm Isaac Chair.
And my name is AAliyah Muhammad.
And now we're on the 2016 Summer Olympics in Brazil. So, I mean, as we know, the Team USA, we have won the Olympics in the past 2 years. We have gotten a gold medal.
8 years, past 2 times.
Past 2 times, past 8 years. Thank you.
You know, my roster, this is my roster. So you gotta have defense and offense. I'm having Curry, Westbrook, LeBron or KD. It can go either way.
Both.
Or you could just get KD.
Or both.
Yeah, you know, this is my lineup, so I can do what I want. So, LeBron or KD, 3 or 4, it don't matter. And Draymond Green at the 5. Small ball. And then think about this, reserves. Chris Paul, DeMarcus Cousins. Of course not going to be playing, so going to be playing 5. Anthony Davis at the 4. Carmelo at the 3. Now the 2. That could go either way between Klay Thompson or Jimmy Butler.
Alright, so I'm just gonna put this out here because Melo is the best in the Olympic Games as the 6th man. So right now, I want Melo being the 6th man on my team. You know, I put Curry, Westbrook, both LeBron and KD, and I'm not gonna run super small with Draymond at the 5, but I'm gonna put Anthony Davis at the 5.
Actually, speaking of Stephen Curry, they're saying that this is going to be, they're projecting that this is going to be his very, very, very first Olympic game.
Oh yeah, Paul George said he may not commit to the USA team. yet, so we may not know just yet.
I really like him.
I mean,
I don't get what you like.
we saw what happened last year when in the trials for the USA team, when James Harden finally decided to play defense or whatever, and you know Paul George ended up getting hurt. So
Yeah, I heard that it's over 130 something people, something players, getting picked to go to the All-Star games, getting invited.
All-Star game?
I'm so sorry, getting invited to go to the Olympics to play on the USA Dream Team. But right now we're gonna have to wrap it up because Isaac is getting on my
Wrap it up
nerves.
or wrap it up?
We're gonna have to wrap it up. I didn't know you were an English teacher. It's AAliyah Muhammad.
and I'm Jabarri Garret.
This is the STL 740, signing off. I'm Isaac Cherry with STL 740. And I'm King Davis. And right here with us we have Paul. And can you tell us a little bit about what you think so far?
I've been enjoying it, having been to the game about 5 or 6 years ago. Yeah, and I'm enjoying it.
What's the game?
None of my husband always go to games, so we look at it on TV. We like to look at instrument plays on TV. So he got some tickets to the game, so he decided to bring me this time.
Are you from Dallas? Have you grew up also in Dallas?
All my life. Dallas fan, I grew up in Dallas, born and raised in Dallas.